Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Wasteland to Director's Cut. Now, a little bit of an admission, after the last video you saw me do, I accidentally closed the game without saving, which meant that I had to replay the bit that you saw in the video. The only difference I did make was, for all extensive purposes, I managed to get something slightly better out of negotiating with the bloke who basically asks us to carry stuff. I've got scrap metal, I don't know what that's for. Empty slugs containers. Pudding. Right. He basically asked us to go and get help, if you remember in the earlier episode. So that's what we're going to do. But if we could, what I managed to do was I looked at the crates before I where are we? Right. I looked at the crate before we talked to him, which is the secret. By all accounts, you're supposed to talk to him. You're supposed to look at the crate, then talk to him, because then you get a better dialogue option. So if we go back, I also warned of basically the raiders mistaking supplies. So we can now get some stuff off their corpses, though I don't believe we get as many interesting things as we would off them. Well, so I rephrase that, we don't get our stuff back, I don't think. But still nice to see that he got his comeuppance anyway. Right, we'll go back this way, get our supplies, which is very nice. Quickly, by the way, we must move this cast before others come for the... greetings, Rangers. Glad to see you again. As promised, here is the sample we found in the cache. Right, so what did we get? We got a grenade. Was that it? I was hoping for something a bit better, to be honest. But now that we have the monk, it will make us nigh on, and it will make us basically untouchable, really. Sturdy mag, not really useful. It won't make us untouchable, but it will means that we can go about and get stuff without having to fight the bandits so much. Right, the Fuax leveled up. I'm going to try and go with the militia because they seem a lot more sane, to be honest. Everybody else in here looks a wee bit nuts, so I've got stuff that boots lockpicking. Okay, character inventory. I've got this pendant, which is safe cracking and lockpicking +1. Mechanical and computer sciences. So alarm, disarm will probably be useful. Maybe sniping, perhaps. Or I could put it into safe cracking, but we still wouldn't have enough points for it right now. Right. I did quickly I didn't have like I had a detailed look at right, is there anything here? No. I didn't have a detailed look. The problem I find with this is with this game is that they sort of drop you into a really complicated situation and you have no clue what you're supposed to do. So, for example, they don't tell you how you're supposed to get to the militant's base without pissing everybody off, because obviously their scouts don't recognise you, so they're going to try and kill you on sight. If you have a monk in tow, it's going to basically piss everybody off. So it's one of these really unpleasant situations. I have a monk with me, so the raiders shouldn't attack me in theory, he says. Hopefully. Because there's a couple of things here that I want to get. I want to get the toaster, and I want to... There's supposed to be a bunch of stuff lying around. They shouldn't attack us because we have the member of the Brotherhood with us, which is a guaranteed safe passage, well, guaranteed safe card, I should say. Oh God, he's gonna follow me. So he just doesn't follow the group, he follows my character, because that's not hazardous to one's health at all. Right, so we're going to disarm these. The advice that I was basically given was to collect a sludge that we need to get through the gate, drop this bloke off at the Temple of Titan, leave the Temple of Titan map, come back in, and you'll come back in from the side where they basically ask you if you want a guide or not. Say no, and then you can get straight to their camp without having to worry about them basically murdering the Brotherhood member. So these guys shouldn't attack us because we've got a monk. Examine. Moonshine. Beers. You have a monk with you, that's nice. Oh, I see you have a monk with you, that's nice. Basically, yeah, they won't attack us as long as we have the as long as we have our monk with us, they will leave us alone. Basic trauma kit. What my plan basically is to get through the canyon without the monk, come back without a monk, and get through the canyon, drop the monk off, come back, kill everyone that we can, so we get the most XP. Pocket knife. Coming out of a toaster, it probably means it's going to be a collectible of some sort. Yeah, basically what my plan basically is to drop the monk off. Drop the monk off, then sorry, brain is not functioning. Yeah, get through the blockade, drop the monk off at the base, then come back into the map from the back. Actually, yeah, there we go. Come back into the map from the back, where you can then decide not to take the monk with you. Go to the militia space, wherever that is. I think I know where it is. So we sort of keep. That's a bar, heavy weapon. Aviation and goggles, so rubbish. A bar. So what do we actually get out of it? I mean, one of these days I'll have to basically... The problem is I don't use heavy weapons. So it's not really something that I do. Ah yes, because sensible men patrol near mines. Basically, my plan is to side with the militia, so whatever I do, I can't basically betray the monks too soon, because if I do... No. Oh, too close. It's one of these things I'm trying to have to be careful of, because the game doesn't do a very good job of explaining how you're supposed to side with one faction or the other in this. And by all accounts, from what someone has told me, it's relatively easy to annoy both sides if you're not careful. So, I have to be careful about it. I think the advice was to literally try and get your monk to safety as soon as possible, then come back and try and negotiate with the Brotherhood, or with the militia, because it's seen as not the easiest, but the least complicated way to doing it, because otherwise you end up polarizing both factions really easily. So we have to keep an eye out for militia members, because obviously we don't want to fight them, because if we start killing off the militia before we've basically managed to negotiate an alliance with them, it will be annoying.
Calling Python. Report. Python, in position. Entry in less than an hour. 10-4, Python. Advise when in. King Snake out.
Right. Blew ourselves up with some TNT. Right, so we're back here. Right. Stupid booby traps. No, I took a little bit of damage, nothing to worry about. We can always get patched up at the medical facility. We need to go and get the sludge, which is down here. There's one down here and there's a couple in the other places. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I've heard really strange things about the canyon mission. That it's basically similar to how the Rail Nomad mission was. That it's really easy to mess it up if you don't know what you're doing, which I find. This is the thing I've noticed about this game, is that a lot of the stuff, a lot of the games, like events in it as you were, seemingly have been designed for people who have already played the game before. I mean, like, yes, you can play through the game like I'm doing without any experience, and you can get like a relatively okay result without too much problems. But it seems that if you've like played the game before, it's a lot easier. You know exactly who you need for what situation. Okay. Add to hotkey. Please don't tell me I've got radioactive waste. Yeah. Right. Right, that's leveled up then. We've got 2 more of those to find. Basically, we just need to pay tribute and we'll be fine. But we do need to keep an eye out for the militia because obviously we don't want to fight them. So we're going to have to try and sneak through the map. This is the fun bit. Sneak through the map while dodging the militia while trying to get goop without pissing off the Brotherhood or pissing off the militia at the same time. Which is going to be fun. Because the reason I'm siding with the militia is that it's not that the Brotherhood are like a bad people per se, but they're not really the kind of people that you want in charge of a nuclear weapon. It seems a bit daft. Especially when their whole religion seems to be around the fact that if we detonate this, we go to paradise. Because I don't know about you, but mutually assured destruction, though an effective tactic...
Outpost 3 calling Titan base.
Outpost 3, go ahead.
Brother Hairwalker's coming in with 2 invalids and a pilgrim.
And 4 Outpost 3, report log.
Right. I mean, they offer nice medical facilities, but if the constant risk to everybody in the canyon is, oh, by the way, we've got this massive nuclear weapon, do what we say, or we kill you all in entertainingly horrible ways. So we have to be careful not to run into...
Are you hearing that crap they're spewing? These guys take crazy to a whole other level.
Right, we need to get through here. Basically, I'm not going to, like, joke about around it. I sort of looked... I know how we have to sort of get through this bit just because I wanted to side with the militia, and though I didn't look for a guide per se, there was basically suggestions like if you see a blocked path to take it because it tends to allow you to avoid confrontations. So I'm trying to follow the game's advice and not do anything daft. We've got no one who can brute force it. Right. Seriously, 78%. No, I'm just really nervous because it's supposed to be so easy to mess this up if you don't know what you're doing. Really, a hand grenade. Okay, I suppose if push comes to stuff, we can just use the hand grenades to blow stuff up. Though it's not the most optimal use of hand grenades. I've only got I've only got 2 sticks of dynamite left. Can't break that down with my fists. So we're going to blow it out. Right, here we go. I think we go in this direction.
Rattler calling King Snake. Unknown force has entered the canyon. Uniformed and armed. Just past my position.
10-4, Rattler. Numbers?
Couldn't get a clear look. More than 4, less than 10.
Copy that, Rattler. King Snake out. All units, be advised. An armed squad has entered canyon. Unknown faction, unknown affiliation. Do not approach until we know more. King Snake out.
Right. Badgers. Oh, so do we go on this way? I can't remember the path we're supposed to take. The problem I've got is also we've got everyone's favourite idiot following us around, which means that if we have to keep him alive if we can help it. The monks get nasty if you lose your companions. Right. We got them selected. Right, we killed one of them. Hopefully that idiot will be under my control. Nope, he's not. Goddamn moron. The problem is now we have to save him. Just great. Ouch. I had ambush on. Right, get up there. Get up. Actually, I don't want to waste a good quality stuff on him. Well, get up there. Yeah, just my luck. You should have okay health. Line of sight is blocked, so we need to get around. Get there. Shoot the badger. Right, we killed the badger, which is fantastic. He's only got 20 health off, I'm not massively concerned. Well, there's one of the other goo containers. Right. The thing is, we have to try and... the problem is I'm being massively paranoid because I don't want to get into a fight with the... with the militia, so... Right, we got the full amount of sludge. Excellent. I think she has better vision. Raiders. Okay, that's raiders that way. So they shouldn't be able to touch us. Monk gunslinger. Okay, so there's raiders down this way. Raider outpost, okay. I mean, I know this doesn't look like much fun, folks, but the good news is we can come back and we can kill them all in a second. Hopefully. In theory. I think this is the right way. Little steps. Keeping an eye out for skunk pig. Who's that? There's a bloke there. Don't know who he is. Something behind there. You approach the back of the canyon, you see an ugly brute with a nose like a snout and a streak of white in his filthy black hair, surrounded by a group of dead raiders. Skunk Pig says, "Keep the hell away from us, you psychos. You already took all we've got." Skunk Pig, I told you fuckers to keep back, I'm gonna... Oh, your rangers, shit, I thought you were those other guys. In that case, listen, I don't want any trouble with you rangers, in fact, I could actually use your help. Named Skunk Pig, by the way, leader of the Javanales, or used to be, they're all dead now. Your name is Skunk Pig? Boy said I sting, couldn't tell you. Got no sense of smell, which is actually... The thing is, pigs have fantastic sense of smell. Who were the other guys? Bunch of hard-ass jackholes sold up in the canyon a few weeks back, all black, always acting like they're in the army, but they don't wear no colours. Nobody knows who they are or what they want, but they sneak around like they're on some kind of special mission, on spy mission. Ain't got no respect for the Titan's peace either. A monk escort don't mean nothing to them. Look what happened to us. We got dry glitched. What's gulched? What's dry that? How did you get dry gulched? Bastards came out of nowhere. 1 minute we were minding our own business, taking a toll from some idiots who were trying to get through the canyon without a monk. Next minute, all those black-wearing bastards had to have guns to our necks, and we're taking all our shit, our guns, our armor, our food, even killed our monk. And they robbed the guys we were robbing too. Totally jumped our claim. Vaccine ain't right. One of my Javalanas, stupid fucker, pulled a knife and the man in the black started blasting. I ran, got turned around, ended up on this dead end, sudden found a Genevalize like that. What about the monk escort? That corpse over there was mine. The monks gave you one if you give their god some tribute. As long as he's with you, you're safe. Nobody can touch you. At least you're supposed to be safe. Those combat booted motherfuckers didn't even give two fucks about the monk. Right, we know about this stuff. Do you know anything about the other guys? Don't know where they came from, but we're not the only ones who've seen them. Hearing rumours all around the canyon. Heard they might have some kind of hideout out near the temple, but I don't know where exactly. Do you need help with these army bastards moving? And I want out. Titus piece is broken. This canyon ain't safe for a small businessman like anymore. Can you get me out of the dead end back to the outpost 1? I wouldn't be too much of a hassle for someone like you. Deal? So? Awesome, thank you. Ready to go. I haven't got kiss ass. It seems to me that you really need to have...
Psst, somebody should tell that guy he needs to take a bath.
It really does seem to me that you need to have all the dialogue options in this. I'm not joking. I mean, if I was going to do this again, what I would... wrong way, is it the right way? Okay, this is the right way. What I would do was have one person in my party with hard ass, one person in my party with kiss ass, and then I'd go straight for Darwin's village, blow open the gates. Thank you, Rangers. I want here. Take these. I have no use for them anymore. Don't know what he's talking about. Did we get something? I wonder what the banana pudding does. Applies banana pudding. I don't want to use it. Right, he's Ralph leveled up.
Copy Ranger team. Echo 1. Congratulations. 1. You've done a good.
So what did Ralph get for skills? 4 skill points. We could up his brawling. We could give him kiss ass 2, though probably by this point in the game it's not going to be super useful. Right, probably brawling just to make him a bit more committed to the cause. You got any perks? Nope. Nope, that. So I just actually need him to be able to hit more often than not, because he's going to have to be in melee. The thing is, you learn so much. I've learned so much from playing this game about how the game is meant to be played. I can see what they said about it at the beginning of the game, which is that they expect you to basically die and start several times, because a lot of the stuff that you learn, you will not learn on your first playthrough. Like, for example, if I'd had Ralph straight away, I would have given him a couple of points in assault rifle. If I'd known what I know now, I'd have given him a couple of points in assault rifle. Sorry, a couple of points in assault rifle, and that would have been it. So he could have been a bit useful at range rather than having to constantly have him in melee. I would have also not used any of the skill books that people basically pointed out. They basically said, oh, don't use the skill books. Monk Suicider. Well, there's the goop that we need. Okay.
Werewolf Wally again, and folks, I've been remiss.
Quickly, we need to save these guys.
I told you about Demonte, the trade center. Demonte, you're don't worry.
What you want, Rangers? I'm only listening because you got a monk with you. We have pretty little payday if you want us to leave. Hard ass, and if you want to keep that face of yours pretty, you back off. Let's go with that. Oh yeah, we'll kill you and eat. Actually ain't worth it. Chances are that our monk would blow us up too. Not exactly sharpshooters beat it, you two. Oh, thank you, Rangers, thank you. We're heading back out of this horrible fucking place. Right. So we save some people, that's always nice. Come on. So I'm trying to get my camera angles back to working order, because they won't start a fight with us because we've got a monk, but the downside of having a monk is that we can't also start trouble either, so we have to be careful. Okay, we can't touch that one. Okay. We'll have to find somewhere else that has nuclear waste. It's a pain because I need it.
Smells dangerous in here.
So I need to get through this canyon without issue. We can't touch it. There's probably another one around here as well. I doubt that will be the last one. Who's that? Grey.
Who wrecked this place? The monks?
Oh god, what happened here? Who killed all these monks? A stringy, sun-blasted old man wearing a greasy salt and pepper hair. His right hand and forearm are articulated and made out of metal. This is terrible. Who did this? Did you do this? No. Then who did this? It's horrible. I was coming to get my escort to the temple as usual. I found this. They're all dead. They're all dead. Spies. Could be the spies in the canyon. No, that's the militia. We shouldn't talk about that. What do you have to trade? Well, I might as well try and make some profit out of this disaster. Let's see what I've got. Let's sell the junk I have to free up some space. He hasn't got anything of use. Nothing at all. He's got a broken weapon part. Grab that. Probably more than it's worth. What do you do for a job? I'm a junk trader. I come through here all the time, trading from the Monte to the prison. If the canyon goes back to the way it was before the monks came, no, that can't happen. I'll be ruined. Tell us about your cybernetic hand. Dr. Krell at the Temple of Titan gave it to me. Really helps with the junk business. I can tear open old machines part of their hands now. I help the doctor out. I hope she isn't dead. Tell us about Dr. Krell. The most amazing surgeon you've ever seen, and she helps everyone as long as you've got the cash. Just ask the clinic for Dr. Krell's special to fix you up, and she'll fix you up if she's alive. That is. Do you need help? There's nothing you can be done. I was planning to trade away to Highpool, but the Titan's piece is broken. There's no way I'm making the trip. Guess I just have to turn around and go back to the Monte. It's a sad day. Could have been the spies we've seen in the canyon. If you find the animals that did this, give them a bullet from me. Better yet, don't make it clean. They could deserve this. Who are we looking at? So it's just, we've got a pump action shotgun. Shotgun cells. Basic revolver. Okay, I wasn't gonna. Yeah, rubber toy. Yeah, okay. He can carry that for a moment. Black leather pants. Full choke. Whistle. Medikit. Right. Give it to the mutant to carry. I can probably sell these for better money than I can get out of them. I would like a small choke, I mean a small scope, but that's not going to happen. Full choke, open choke, no, I'm going to keep that because it's worth more money to me. I'm trying to get scopes and stuff for weapons. Right, there we go. Got rid of that, goodbye. Examine. Among the blackened bodies and tents you see heavy footprints which all lead up to the ravine. Whoever wiped out the outpost came from the north, then went back the way they came. The problem is, do we have a compass with north on it? Right. Nah, this is bad. But this is where we're going to end for the day, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Cornish-knight. If you have liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. If you have any advice, how am I supposed to get through this situation and keep my escort alive, it would be really appreciated. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.